What's up guys, I am back with another video and this one is very much needed because in my last one, my season 2 update, there was this one specific info in the patch notes that I didn't really understand fully, and people told me what it means, and it is actually a big change for Xiaoyu, so I decided to make a video about this one change, and it's about the sending 4 change. So to quote the patch notes again, Rising 4 got nerfed, and it says the downward hitbox size has been reduced, making it less likely to connect with opponents in a down state. So in my season 2 update video, what I did is I showed you guys that this combo is still viable, bread and butter. And as you can see, it lands on Anna, so I didn't really understand what it meant, hitbox reducing, not landing on characters in a down state. Well, I did something wrong, and that's right now my opponent is their wake up option is stand up. So if I put it to not set, meaning they will be in this down state, you will see that unfortunately while sending 4 is not connecting anymore. It's not even like depending on the axis, on the angle. Unfortunately guys, if the opponent decides to stay grounded, sending 4 will not pick them up again. So this means several things, and on paper it is obviously a nerf. Not being able to hit the opponent anymore is a nerf. And as you know, this has been, for season 1, this has been our our number one bread and butter combo ender. Always the side step left into up forward 4, sending 4. No matter the launcher, you were always able to go for that route and to use this combo ender, regardless if there are walls around, or if you want to go for the wall carry, or if there's heat. So this is gonna change with season 2, unfortunately, but it's not as bad as you think. At least that's what I think right now. So when it comes to sending 4, or actually when it comes to characters and your opponent being in a down state, at first I thought, wow, so we have to drop this now. We have to change up combos. It depends. I was thinking, okay, so this is gonna whiff. From now on, this will whiff if the opponent decides to stay on the ground. So if the opponent decides to stay on the ground, this will not be your viable combo ender after up forward 4. Which means that we have to go for other moves that are guaranteed as well. So I'm gonna show you a couple of these moves we can do. Maybe it's easier to go for remember. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm gonna record the status. I did the combo, and from here it's gonna whiff. So from here, depending on the axis, we can go for... Wait, the counter is set to on. This low, sending 4 is doing 16 damage. That low is not blockable. So that would be 9 damage, so we can go for this instead of sending 4. We can also go for the full crouch version for 8 damage. What sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't, so it's not consistent. Sending 2, it's not going to be the best option. What I like to go for personally is back 1+2. Because as you can see, depending on how close you are, both hits can actually land on the opponent. But let me try and show you in a combo. That would be 14 damage, and that's, you know, in terms of frames, obviously 15 frame startup frames, that would still be unblockable. Or, you know, the opponent wouldn't have enough time to get up and block this move. So that would be, you know, compared to a was standing 4, 16 damage on in this situation. This one doing 14 is strong, or maybe one hit is 6. Still guaranteed, so it's fine. So what I'm trying to say is there's a big if involved in this mix-up right here. You know, how many of your opponents are gonna stay grounded in Tekken 8 or after combos are done? You know, this is like the big question right now, because as you have seen, Wassening 4 will still connect. It will connect. Let me show you on. I'm gonna set this to side roll. It's connecting. Let me go for the tech roll, the quick get up. Oh, I dropped it this time. Stand up. Let me do it again. So that's still working, which means that this is not like this combo or this bread and butter is deleted now, and you know, my season 1 combo video, for example, is not working anymore. It's still viable. The question is, from now on in season 2, what is the mind game, the mindset going into these games and the combos? With the season 2 update, we will have new combos for certain launchers, new combo routes. But you know, with the bread and butter situation right here, my advice would be, as of now, this is like day 1, season 2, so it might change. But for now, I would say the mindset, my mindset, is gonna be after these launchers, I'm gonna go for Wassening 4. I'm gonna go for the Wassening 4 combo ender still, and I will switch to another option only if the opponent is gonna adapt. So if the opponent decides to stay grounded immediately on, you know, combo 1 after up forward 4, I'm gonna notice that, and I'm gonna know, oh, they know about this change, so I have to change it up. You know, because from now on, this is gonna be a mix-up. It's gonna be a mind game between you and your opponent. So I would advise you, if you wanna, you know, stay with this combo, my advice would be to stick with it, go for the Wassening 4, and if it's not gonna land the first time and your opponent is actually staying on the ground, okay, well then we're gonna go for different options. You know, like down 3. Wait, it's set grounded, so we're gonna do grounded. There we go, sorry, now it's working. 8 damage, 9 damage, depending on how close you are, 6 or 14. There will be 14. I think those are guaranteed. This one's guaranteed as well, 6 damage. 10 damage, also guaranteed. You know, because we were able to go from up forward 4 into a full crouch. So all these moves are guaranteed, and actually, if you think about these options, it might be even better actually to go for an option that hits in both situations. You know, in grounded and maybe if they mash tech roll or another wake up option. I mean, of course, if they're gonna stand up immediately, they're gonna be able to block lows, obviously. But then, of course, it's up to you to figure out what your opponent is actually going for. Which, of course, takes a little bit of time, but... like, as you can see, there is... We have a couple options. And also, it only doesn't work on grounded opponents. All these other options we have in the game, Wrestling forward will still work. So, of course, if your opponent knows the Xiaoyu matchup and they're gonna think, oh, I'm gonna be grounded. I'm gonna stay grounded after up forward 4. Every time I'm seeing up forward 4. I mean, okay, well then you're gonna miss out on one while sending 4 because they were grounded. But from then you can switch it up to other enders actually, like down 3, full crouch down 3, full crouch forward 4, full crouch down forward 2, or back on +2. You know, we're still at the very beginning of season 2. This was sending 4 change. I unfortunately missed it in my first video. That's gonna, you know, in the video I think I'm saying I didn't understand the change, so I didn't set this to not set, so being grounded. But yeah, it's still early, so we have to figure out what to do from here on, you know, when it comes to combos, to combo enders. Yeah, but this was something I just wanted to talk to you guys about, Wrestling 4 change, because this is, you know, compared to all the changes for Xiaoyu in terms of nerfs, that might be the biggest one. That might be the biggest one. With the Hypnotist 2 nerf, the frames, then the Hypnotist 3 damage nerf, the Rain Dance 2-1 not being a natural combo anymore. Out of all these changes, this is gonna be the biggest one because it affects most of her combos. But yeah, we're gonna find a solution for that. We have to, you know, watch our opponent. What is he going for? What are the options here? The mind games. And then if they're not gonna stay grounded and they're gonna mash tech roll, like for example most of my opponents are doing, this combo will still work. So let me know in the comments what you think. Are your opponents staying on the ground? Like maybe you have a different experience when it comes to this Oki situation. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. While sending 4 is not bad. It might look like it got heavily nerfed, but it's still there and we're gonna make the best out of it. Alright guys, see you in the next one. Bye bye.